to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
You can't sue a cartoon. It's satire. It is what it is.
South Park has done a parody.
My name is Megan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy Kaling.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
It has really upset Meghan Markle.
Like the gross disrespect to the intimacy and privacy of marriage and childbirth.
Okay, then you must be in the national system. Oh yeah, is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
So you hate journalists? That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with it.
It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
We want privacy. We want privacy.
Build electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why isn't he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler victim.
That's right.
And you know what else? To hell with Canada. We are leaving. We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard.
South Park has roasted presidents, pop stars, even whole nations, but no one expected the next punchline to end up on a royal legal docket. The morning after Comedy Central aired the worldwide privacy tour, Meghan Markle's phone lit up with texts that ranged from LOL to sue them. By lunchtime, she'd chosen the latter. Inside a Beverly Hills boardroom, her crisis lawyers watched the clip on loop. Cartoon Meghan paraded around with a wobbling bump pillow, shouting, "We want privacy," while cameras flashed. Cartoon Harry danced beside her, waving a memoir titled WAAHHE. The room fell silent until an attorney finally said the words that launched a media firestorm. "We can argue defamation." Within 24 hours, a cease and desist landed on Viacom's desk. It demanded the episode be pulled, every upload scrubbed, and an on-air apology broadcast in the next programming block. But Trey Parker and Matt Stone have survived Scientology, the Chinese government, and 26 seasons of FCC complaints. A duchess was never going to scare them. Their response, a single line emailed back at 2 a.m. read, "Parody is protected speech. See Hustler v. Falwell." The leak of that reply detonated across social media like a royal gossip grenade.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Megan. You know, it's Megan now.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
See, I didn't know who H was. At the time, I just loved his Insta feed.
Respect My Satire trended by Dawn. Clips of the episode, once seen by a modest Wednesday night audience, exploded to millions of views as curious onlookers asked, what joke could make a duchess this mad? Every attempt to suppress the cartoon amplified it. GIFs of the bump pillow flooded TikTok. Reaction channels spliced the episode into hour-long breakdowns. Meghan's legal shot had backfired into South Park's biggest ratings spike since their banned in China saga. Behind palace walls, the firm monitored headlines with quiet satisfaction. A single line in the court circular noted the king had reviewed current media matters. Royal watchers read it as ice-cold shade, confirmation the crown would not ride to Meghan's rescue. Sympathy inside Buckingham was at zero. Some aides privately joked the cartoon said what courtiers never could, yet Meghan doubled down. Her attorneys drafted a formal complaint seeking $40 million in damages, and stunningly, a demand that Comedy Central blur her animated face in all future airings.
Prince of Canada and his wife moved in across the street from me. They had this huge jet parked in front of my house, and then they kept trying to get me to buy their stupid book.
Why are we so mad today?
Because we want our privacy. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy.
When was the last time you twerked, Alex? I don't think I've ever twerked in my life. You must have.
That's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
Industry lawyers howled. No American court had ever ordered a sitcom to censor a parody. Still, the filing moved forward. And with it a witness list straight out of Hollywood trades, power publicists prepared to testify on brand harm, a Spotify exec ready to detail unmet partnership expectations, and most bizarrely, a so-called bump forensics analyst who would argue the cartoon pillow maliciously exaggerated her silhouette. While papers were served, South Park went on offense. A 30-second teaser titled Respect Our Subpoena hit YouTube. In it, cartoon Meghan hurled cease and desist scrolls as Cartman yelled, "Sue me, Duchess." 10 million views in half a day. The more Meghan fought, the louder the laughter grew. Hollywood noticed. Producers paused development calls, lifestyle sponsors froze ad campaigns, and agents scoured contracts for escape hatches marked morals clause. One studio insider whispered that Meghan's wellness series, once a sure thing greenlight, was now toxic inventory. She had set out to protect her dignity. Instead, she'd become the punchline no one wanted to bankroll. Then Prince Harry stepped onto morning television, aiming to calm the storm. Asked whether suing a cartoon clashed with his free speech advocacy, he stumbled, "We're protecting family dignity from toxic click culture." The network promptly rolled the bump pillow clip over his shoulder. Studio laughter, social media memes labeled it Pillowgate. Meghan's bid for control was sinking into parody quicksand, and the courtroom calendar loomed. The clerk stamped the case Markle v. Viacom and scheduled a lightning-fast evidentiary hearing for mid-June. Legal reporters rubbed their hands. This wasn't just celebrity drama. It was a referendum on whether satire could still swing freely in an age of curated personas. Inside Viacom's Midtown Tower, South Park's attorneys assembled a war room of First Amendment heavy hitters. Their opening salvo, a 60-page brief stuffed with precedent, from Hustler to Saturday Night Live, capped by a deadpan request for judicial notice that cartoons are not documentaries. Meghan's camp fired back, framing the episode as commercial harassment that inflicted lasting reputational trauma. They pegged damages at $40 million.
Hello all, sorry we're late, our flight was delayed.
It was mint, though. Tell them we were in mint.
They gave you a mint. How lovely. I have some gum in my purse if you'd like.
Oh, we were in mint. It's like their business class. It's really nice.
Meghan, I'm begging you to stop now.
Meghan, your friends are so interesting.
You have a lovely home.
Yes, it's Buckingham Palace, you f***ing idiot. What a stupid thing to say.
1 million for every minute the parody trended worldwide, but the Duchess faced a structural nightmare. U.S. defamation law requires false statements of fact. South Park hadn't stated facts at all. It sang them, lampooned them, wrapped them in neon sarcasm. Worse, the complaint conceded the show was obviously animated, undercutting any claim viewers would mistake jokes for journalism. Still, Meghan's lawyers believed they'd found a crack. Buried in the script was a single title card parodying her real charity trademark. They argued that using a near-identical logo turned satire into trademark dilution, less comedy, more counterfeit. Viacom's reply landed hours later. The logo appeared for 3 seconds under a banner reading, "Not affiliated with reality." The counter-argument attached a frame-by-frame comparison. The judge reportedly laughed out loud reviewing it in chambers. While briefs flew, the witness list ballooned. Meghan subpoenaed YouTube critics who'd mocked the episode, claiming their reaction videos magnified her harm. Those creators responded by live-streaming the subpoenas, racking up super chats as they read each paragraph aloud. Fair use scholars volunteered to testify for free on South Park's side. The spectacle metastasized. Hollywood executives already spooked slid further away. A streaming giant quietly paused a docuseries pitched by Meghan's production company, citing rights clearance uncertainty.
It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle, you know it's Sussex.
It's important we do this ourselves, Harry, and not live off your family.
I agree. We'll just have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
Is this a wrinkle I see in my blouse? Who the f ironed this? I told you to iron this shirt 10 times. It looks like you only ironed it 9.
A wellness startup deleted its Duchess-branded smoothie from Instagram. Even talent agencies whispered about Markle clauses, mirroring the old moral turpitude language once aimed at rock stars. Buckingham Palace watched with stony amusement. Courtiers leaked that King Charles found the whole affair bemusing. Royal code for she's on her own. An anonymous palace aide told a broadsheet the monarchy had no plans to intervene in matters of free expression abroad. Translation: the firm would not rescue the Sussex brand. Meanwhile, Comedy Central weaponized every filing. They stitched snippets of Meghan's complaint into bumper promos, a cartoon scroll unrolling the phrase commercial harassment, followed by Cartman cackling, "I feel attacked and I love it." Ratings climbed again. Late-night hosts thanked her counsel on air for the best comedy writers in Los Angeles. Prince Harry, desperate to stem the bleed, agreed to a second interview, this time with a UK broadcaster. It backfired spectacularly.
Can't leave us alone, can you? Oh my god, he's so obsessed with us! No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. What matters is what we have on the inside.
Hello?
house this horrible spy who lives across the street from us, and we're gonna get him back by changing our brand.
Is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler, victim.
Pressed on why they sought privacy through litigation while releasing personal documentaries, he insisted, context matters. Social media clipped the quote beside South Park's megaphone scene, and context matters trended for all the wrong reasons. Then came a procedural gut punch. The judge set ground rules. Each side would get 1 hour at the evidentiary hearing. Visual aids allowed, but no theatrics. Viacom's lawyers smirked. They needed nothing flashy, just precedent. Meghan's team, reliant on emotional narrative, suddenly faced a clock they couldn't spin. 3 days before the hearing, settlement whispers surfaced. Sources claim Meghan's camp floated a private deal, pull the bump pillow from streaming archives, issue a neutral statement, donate to charity. Viacom rejected it within the hour, countering with an offer that included permission to re-air the episode during a primetime satire marathon. Talks collapsed. The night before court, Trey Parker posted a single GIF, cartoon Meghan running in circles shouting, "We want privacy." It garnered 1 million likes in 5 hours, free advertising no marketing budget could buy. June 14th, Los Angeles Federal Court. Paparazzi packed the sidewalk, camera crews jostled for angles of Meghan's tailored suit and South Park's grinning creators. Inside, the hearing unfolded like scripted theater. Meghan's attorney argued the parody weaponized a false pregnancy trope, painting her as a fraud. The judge interrupted. "Counsel, are you asserting viewers believed she was actually animated?" Laughter rippled through the gallery. Viacom's reply was clinical. Slide 1. The real 2021 Oprah interview. Slide 2. South Park spoof. Caption. Parody transforms. They quoted Justice Rehnquist on the value of ridicule, cited Nielsen data proving no measurable dip in Meghan's favorability after the episode, then rested with 19 minutes left on the clock. The judge promised a written ruling within weeks, but courtroom oddsmakers didn't need it. Reporters hustled outside to declare the Duchess's case hanging by a thread. As Meghan exited, protesters waved pillows with glitter glue bumps. One sign read, "Long live satire." Her driver accelerated through flashes, but the images were already worldwide. Back in Beverly Hills, her advisors convened yet another crisis call, this time debating the unthinkable, withdrawing the suit before a formal dismissal etched defeat into case law forever. Meanwhile, Comedy Central greenlit a follow-up special titled Trial of the Worldwide Privacy Tour. The logline leaked. The Duchess takes the stand. America takes intermission. Everything Meghan tried to suppress now promised a second act, one she couldn't script, brand, or blur. The ruling landed on a Monday morning, delivered electronically at 9:01 a.m. The docket entry read, "Complaint dismissed with prejudice under the First Amendment. Plaintiff to pay defendants reasonable costs." Translation: Meghan's case was dead, and South Park's lawyers just received a blank check. Within minutes, the decision hit social feeds. A CNBC chyron blared "Duchess defeated," while Comedy Central's Twitter account posted a 3-word victory lap, "Sue me, eh?" overlaid on the still of cartoon Meghan chasing paparazzi with a rubber mallet. Privacy Tour finale vaulted to the top of worldwide trends before breakfast ended in Montecito. Inside Archewell HQ, the mood was funeral-level quiet. Staffers had prepared 2 statements. The congratulatory version went straight to trash. Meghan's communications director pushed out the only angle left. "We respect the court but remain concerned about harmful satire." The press barely quoted it. They were too busy parsing the judge's 27-page opinion, especially footnote 11, where he wrote, "Plaintiff's voluntary participation in an ongoing media narrative makes her a quintessential public figure." In one line, the court shredded any future claim she might raise over tabloid ridicule. Viacom wasted no time. They announced a 48-hour free stream window for the contested episode, now subtitled The Dismissal Cut. Viewership spiked 312%. Advertisers elbowed for slots. Paramount Plus quietly commissioned Parker and Stone to expand the plot into a 1-hour special, greenlit under the working title Royalty Reheated. Meanwhile, the legal loss triggered hidden clauses Meghan's team had ignored. A lifestyle goods partnership contained an image morale provision. Negative court outcome, automatic termination. Within 24 hours, the company yanked her signature eucalyptus rose candles from its site, replacing them with a markdown banner, "Last Chance, Duchess stock closeout." Retail bloggers called it the fastest fall from aspirational to clearance in recent memory. Across the Atlantic, the palace reacted with impeccable timing. During a routine garden party remarks, King Charles praised the enduring British tradition of cheeky humor and quoted Churchill on free speech. No names, no smirks, just royal side-eye broadcast to the Commonwealth. Courtiers leaked that the king considered the matter closed. Translation: no soft landing for the Sussexes. Financial fallout hit next. Netflix accountants flagged Meghan's stalled wellness series as an impairment charge. Insiders said executives debated writing it off entirely to placate shareholders tired of sunk-cost vanity projects. Her podcast revival pitch was likewise iced when Spotify's legal team circulated the judge's opinion to illustrate elevated reputational risk. But the most personal blow arrived 10 days after dismissal. Harry's UK security lawsuit quietly settled on unfavorable terms. Sources revealed attorneys for the Home Office cited the South Park ruling as evidence the prince actively invited publicity, undermining his claim of extraordinary threat. Result: no publicly funded security, increased private sector cost, money the couple no longer had guaranteed streams to cover. Facing mounting obligations, Meghan convened a high-level rebrand summit in a rented Brentwood boardroom. Consultants suggested a low-profile humanitarian tour, perhaps in Africa, far from Hollywood satire. The idea fizzled when donors balked. Another proposal, pivot to children's literature, collapsed after publishers insisted on moral rights clauses shielding them from parody-related litigation. Late July, Parker and Stone unleashed their promised special. Royalty Reheated opened with cartoon Meghan frantically sewing cease and desist letters into a giant patchwork privacy blanket, while Harry read cost recovery invoices aloud. The pièce de résistance, a cameo by a mustachioed judge who rubber stamps each gag with a booming protected speech. Critics called it savage, scathing, and hilarious. Ratings eclipsed the original episode by 40%. In Montecito, paparazzi lenses caught removal vans outside the Sussex estate. Rumors swirled of downsizing to a smaller property nearer LA proper, the kind of move a family makes when liquidity tightens. Harry, photographed at an airport without security entourage, looked pensive boarding a commercial flight to London, reportedly for private family matters. Royal correspondents speculated it was an olive branch visit, sans Meghan. By autumn, the couple's visibility cratered. Meghan's Instagram, once a carousel of curated virtue, fell silent save for an occasional throwback quote about resilience. Engagement collapsed. A leaked internal deck from a talent agency ranked her brand heat score at 1700, down from 74 the previous year. The agency quietly transferred her file to a junior rep, yet South Park's triumph echoed. Universities cited the case in media law seminars labeled satire versus celebrity control. Free speech advocates celebrated it as a textbook defense of parody. Trey Parker summed it up on a podcast. "We didn't win because we're clever. We won because the First Amendment lets everyone laugh at power, especially when power thinks it's still a victim." The final twist: a tabloid obtained court paperwork showing Meghan had quietly paid Viacom's costs, $1.2 million in legal fees. No press release, no Instagram statement, just a mandatory wire transfer. In the ledger of celebrity feuds, that line item spoke louder than any meme. So the chapter ends. A duchess who tried to muzzle a cartoon, only to amplify it. A satire duo who turned litigation into ratings gold. And a cautionary tale carved into case law reminding every public figure that in the arena of ideas and jokes, no crown is lawsuit-proof. If Meghan stages another comeback, she'll do it without legal threats against animation studios. One judge, one check, and one unstoppable parody taught her that some fires grow hotter the harder you try to stamp them out. Meanwhile, South Park rolls on, sharpening its pencils for the next target who forgets that the louder you yell privacy, the bigger the spotlight you shine on yourself.